Today we're going to be talking about soft pull credit versus hard pull credit. Now, if you guys like this channel, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed and you want more, please subscribe. And if you wish I would stop, hit dislike. Okay, so there's a lot of debate in the industry about a soft credit pull versus a hard credit pull. I'm going to explain what they both are, and I'm also going to explain to you why I am team hard credit. Yeah, I mean, seriously, that is where I live. I think soft pulls are a joke. I think they're a waste of time. I think they lead to problems, and they lead to uncertainty. And that's what I don't like. I don't like uncertainty. If you guys watch this channel, you know, myself and my team, we do stuff tip to toe. Reverse that. Tip to toe. We do not screw around with like, this looks okay, I guess. So, okay, what is a soft pull? A soft pull is a blend, okay? So the score that it's coming up with, it doesn't hit your credit as a hard inquiry. That's the big draw for consumers. They're like, well, I don't want a hard inquiry pull. So it does a soft pull, meaning it doesn't do a hard inquiry. And instead of having 3 credit scores, you know, because a hard pull, I get 3 credit scores. I get Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and I use the middle score. Soft pull's a blend, okay? Soft pull also doesn't pull all the drama that you may find on the hard pull, okay? Now, soft pull could be good if you're like totally not serious, kind of just curious, playing online, and don't actually have an intent to buy a house. Okay, that's mean, but it's true. It's like there's so many problems with this that we're going to talk about soon. And let's talk about why the hard pull is better. If you want to close a mortgage, ultimately, we need a hard pull. It's that simple. You know, you don't close a mortgage on a soft pull. So no matter what, if you ultimately want that mortgage, right, I need a hard pull. So why am I screwing around in soft pull land? Unless I'm doing that, I'm screwing around. You're not ready. We're thinking about our feelings. Whatever the situation is, this is pretend land. Okay, and people don't get that. That's the thing. You guys don't know that in order to close a mortgage, you end up in hard land anyways. Just get on the bus. Let's go there first. Like, let's just not go here. What's the point? What's the point? So a hard credit pull, we get 3 credit scores: Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. That is what I need to close you. Okay. Now, if you only have 1 credit score, 2 credit scores, can I still close your loan? Yes. But I do need to have that hard pull. Once again, let's say it together. In order to close a mortgage, the lender needs a hard pull. Okay. It's like eating dinner with your mom when you're little. There's probably some delicious bread with butter, and there's some horrible chicken that she's made and renamed something else. I don't know if your mom did that, but my mom did. And there's some questionable vegetable. You and I both know to get to dessert, we have to eat all the plate, okay? So we can screw around with just eating the bread and hope that we'll get to dessert, but we all know you're not gonna get there unless you eat the horrible chicken and the broccoli. That is your hard pull. Okay, just do that. Joke. Ha ha ha, joke. Here's the other thing. You can't do a loan commitment as a pre-approval with a soft pull, okay? A soft pull is a weaker pre-approval. It's a weaker pre-approval. There's stuff that can go wrong here. So Jen Anderson on my team, some of you guys know her and love her. Everyone who knows her loves her. She's the nicest person in the world. She used to work at a company where all they did was soft pulls until, you know, they got to the position where they needed to really do the mortgage, right? So they started off in soft pull playland, as I call it. And when we talked about like, well, should we offer it as an option? Because we're always trying to be considerate to you guys. We don't want you being spooked about your credit. And she said, oh my God, no, people will hate us so much. And I was like, Jen, that's dramatic. Why would they hate us? She's like, when I was at that company and all we did was soft pulls up front, I misquoted rate all the time. Okay, because that's the thing. The score between the soft pull and the hard pull is going to be different. How different is it? It depends on your credit parameters. It could be 1 point. It could be 10. But here's the thing. When you're pricing in 20-point buckets, right? And VA, FHA, a little different, but conventional, you know, 620, 640, 660, 680. If this is saying 679, right? But when I do a hard pull, you're 680, you get better pricing. Okay, if this says 680 and this says 679, I'm gonna quote you better with a soft pull, and I'm gonna break your heart as soon as we do the hard pull that you have to do to get the actual loan. You don't need that drama, I don't need that drama. Okay. The other thing with a hard pull is you've got all three bureaus, so it will show you if there's any problems on the bureaus. So sometimes, the soft pull looks clean, and then you get to the hard pull and you're like, oh wow, there's some stuff on here that wasn't on there. Well, of course, it's a soft pull. It's not complete. So it can lead to false approvals, which in my world, that is a disaster, okay? And look, I know that everyone is scared right now to pull their credit. I'm getting it a lot right now because people are like, well, is this a hard inquiry? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a hard inquiry. If you want me to pre-approve you, if you want me to fully underwrite your file, if you wanna walk into a house and make an offer with confidence, this is a hard pull because I have to. It's the bottom line. To get a full underwriting commitment, I need a hard pull. You can't do that with a soft pull. And they're like, oh, well, I wish you could do that with, I can't do it with a soft pull. A soft pull is not the same thing, okay? So you need to think about it as like, I don't know. I need to do like a look into credit right now to see what's going on because everyone's so spooked about the hard increase. And it's like, they're really not that bad, And sometimes people are like, oh, well, Bob ran my credit last week. That's fine. Guys, you're supposed to have 30 to 45 days to shop multiple lenders without it hitting your score, And beyond that, if you're like, well, I want a house, but I don't want a hard inquiry. You don't want a house. I'm sorry, it's true. You don't want a house. This fear of if my credit score goes down 10 points, the only people who should actually have that fear are people who are on the cusp. But where I hear this fear the most, it's the 720 plus crowd. And they don't really need to be scared. It's like, okay, so just to clarify, you want a house, but you want me to do a half-assed job where things could totally change, and you want to potentially put down thousands of dollars in earnest money, pay for an appraisal, pay for inspections. I'm still gonna have to do a hard inquiry anyways. So really important that you guys know you can't close on a mortgage with a soft pull. You're gonna end up doing a hard pull anyways, so just eat your darn vegetables so we can get to dessert and call it a day. So questions, comments, as always, feel free to reach out. If you're like, God, I wish I had a lender that's so blunt that I could work with, call me. I am licensed everywhere but Utah and Rhode Island. My team and I all stick to the same principles, which is it's our job to get you qualified as bulletproof as we can. Plain and soft land? Can't do that. Thanks for watching, guys.